Today we are flying the world's largest passenger jet, the Airbus A380. We're going to be flying as Qantas 12 across the Pacific Ocean from LAX in the USA to Sydney in Australia. Now this is the longest flight by far I have ever done in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And the question is, will we make it there safely without a hitch? There are some surprises in store. You don't want to miss this. Hello guys and welcome to LAX, where we are in the Qantas Airbus A380. I'm flying the A380 on the channel for the first time and I'm very excited. Now we're doing a super long haul flight today and we are flying from LAX to Sydney. Qantas 12. It's a 14 hour flight across the Pacific, pretty much just open ocean. Now look, without further ado, let's get this baby started. So we're going to look up top and let's get the external power on and everything comes to life. And there's a lot of buttons to press in here. There's like 20 fuel pumps. So we'll go with 4 batteries, BAT 1, ES BAT, BAT 2 and APU BAT, and then we're going to go up top and we're going to activate every single one of these fuel tanks, and that is because we are going to be fully loaded and we're going to be departing at maximum takeoff weight today. We're going to get our ideas to nav up there. That all looks good. Let's get test, and that's working as it should. We'll come down here, we'll get our cruise supply to on, and we'll arm our emergency exits. We are going to get our logo light on and our nav light on, and we are going to start the APU. And we are on the VATSIM network today in America, which scares me every time because things are a little bit different here. But you know what? We will try our hardest to model through. The A380's got this new integrated RMP, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a new integrated radio system that has the squawk, the radios, all of it, all in one go. So we've been given our clearance via ACARS, which is the norm in the USA on VATSIM. It's going to be the summer 2 departure, thicky transition, climb via SID, expecting and maintain 5,000 initially, and then we're going to expect flight level 34 05 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is going to be 128.05. Let's get ourselves fully loaded. So we're going to go down here and get fuel. If we do instant, we are pretty much fully loaded with fuel there. And then we are going to do an instant load here, and it's only about 140 people here because that's the way that this would allow me to do the flight and actually land safely. So I'm not sure what's happening there. I feel like that's quite a low load for this kind of flight, but it is a very long distance. As you can see, we are right at maximum takeoff weight. Right, LAX tower is online, so we're going to get 126.525 in. Stop over.
Band 1913, climbing table level 350.
Ah, America, America. Right, let's go down. Let's have a chat to ATC. We're going to hit mic on here.
Good day, LAX Tower, Qantas 12.
Qantas 12 LA Tower.
Just checking, do we need permission to push onto the taxiway here before taxi?
Qantas 12 Super LA Tower, affirm, yep. If you want push now, push on to Kilo for face north, advisory taxi.
Push into Kilo, face north, Qantas 12.
Okay, getting ready for taxi here.
Captain, we are ready for pushback.
Passenger Tower, good afternoon. Frontier flight 1750, establish LS 2 for right with you.
And we are pushing back. Let's get our selector to ignition and we'll start engine number 1 and engine number 2. Probably turn on our APU bleed first. There we go, M1 is increasing, engine start there.
Welcome aboard. Before we take off, we're going to give you an important safety briefing. So keep a sharp eye on the cabin crew or the screen in front of you. And together, we'll make sure that your journey is a safe one.
Beautiful, and we got 2 good engine starts. We're going to start engine number 3 and engine number 4.
Please set parking brakes.
Push is finished, parking brake is set,
Unlocking gear.
and that is 4 good engine starts. Let's get flaps 1.
Tow truck disconnect.
Pull down on it firmly to activate the flow of oxygen. Put it on quickly and tighten the strap.
Okay, let's do a control check. Full left and center, full right and center, full forward and neutral, full back and neutral, full right rudder and then full left rudder.
Tower, Qantas 12 Super, ready for taxi.
Qantas 12 Super, runway 24 left, taxi via Kilo Echo.
24 left, taxi via Kilo Echo, Qantas 12 Super.
Sweet. Okay, cool. We have our
Super
taxi
4 Echo
clearance.
Super, runway 24 left, follow
Parking
the
brake
Qantas
off.
A380 ahead of you.
Bit of thrust,
For the Qantas,
and we are off.
Super.
Alright, let's get ourselves ready for departure. We're going to arm our speed brakes with the amazing Throttle Tech Airbus Flightbox 333, and we are going to hit our RTO there, and we haven't even got the seatbelt signs on. This is amateur hour. Let's get a seatbelt sign on. Let's get the APU bleed off, and then we'll get our taxi light on. Beacon lights should be on as well. Amateur hour. Amateur hour. It's because I'm nervous because I'm in America. It's a big bird, this. It's a big bird. Like, it's a very, very big plane, and it does require a lot of finesse to taxi, and you can't just throw it around because it's got a lot of inertia. The cool thing about the A380 is actually got a taxi map here, as you can see. There we are, taxiing to runway 24 left. Let's get our seatbelts on, shall we? Cabin crew, please be seated for departure.
Tower Qantas 12 Super, approaching Echo 6, fully ready.
Qantas 12 Super, RNF to Delray, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
RNF to Delray, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff, Qantas 12.
And we'll get lined up, and we're going to take off in the A380. Let's go! Okay, we're lining up. Let's get all our lights on. That can come on. This can come on. That can go to takeoff. This will go to on. And then we'll ding the call bell. There isn't no ding call bell. Let's just get ourselves ready. And they're going to hit chrono. And stabilize throttles. Oh, that sounds so good. And... come on. Man flex. Man flex. Something wrong with the throttles. Man flex 39 SRS auto thrust. What is going on with this runway? It is bumpy. As V1. And rotate. Beautiful. That just takes off.
November
It feels
7
heavy.
Papa Foxtrot, taxi departing via Alpha, see it.
Positive rate of climb. Gear up.
Alpha, see it, 7 Papa Foxtrot. See it.
Qantas 12 Super, contact SoCal departure.
SoCal departure, Qantas 12 Super, cheers. SoCal departure, Qantas 12 Super, passing 1,600 for 5,000.
Qantas 12 Super, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000.
Climb and maintain 13,000, Qantas 12 Super. Okay, 13,000, in, execute.
There we go. Thrust climb, open climb. We are shaking about like a leaf. And we're getting to our SB.
Qantas 12 Super, climb via State, contact LA Center 126.52.
Climb via steered, LA Center 12652, Qantas 12 Super. LA Center, Qantas 12 Super, climbing past 5,500 for 13,000, summer to steered.
Qantas 12 Super, Los Angeles Center, good afternoon, climb maintain level 340.
Climb 340, Qantas 12 Super.
This thing's got quite the climb rate, actually. Like you see it, 4,000 feet a minute with 510-ton airplane. Bonkers. Anyway, we're getting past 10,000. Let's get up here. Let's get our landing lights off. It's a really smooth day. We're going to get our seatbelt signs off, and you guys can use your mobile phones in the back as well. We'll get our seatbelts off as well, and we are past transition altitude, so we're going to hit that. Bam! Oh, bam! Standard is set, passing 19,000 now, or flight level 190. And we're still climbing at almost 4,000 feet a minute. It's going to be a long day. Staring at ocean. We are reaching our cruising altitude of flight level 340. I think there are a few step climbs in here. So 340 to a FOMAS, and then 360, and then 380, and the Atras is going to be 400. So we do step climbs because the aircraft is very, very heavy when we first depart, and we need to lose a bit of fuel, otherwise you'll lose more fuel just trying to get to that higher flight level and it won't be as efficient. So there we go. Initial cruise altitude, flight level 340. I'll see you guys a little bit later for our step climb.
2 hours later.
So it's been 4 hours, the sun is setting, and it's time to do a step climb. We're going to head up to flight level 360, and we'll pull open climb like so. And you can see we're climbing up to flight level 360. All right, we are at flight level 360, and we've just flown over Hawaii. The views from up here are insane. Flight level 360, Mach 851. We are flying through the sky. And let's just have a check to see where we are in terms of our fuel, because this is an important step about being a pilot. You're not just up there chilling out, you're doing a job. And we need to make sure we have enough fuel to get there. Let's have a look down there. So we're inbound Dover, 129 nautical miles. Got 132,000 pounds of fuel on board. Where do we need to be by Dover? So we're gonna have a look at our operational flight plan. Dover, 122.5. Okay, so that's our expected fuel on board, and we're already above that by, oh, is that like 10 tons? Yeah, 10 tons. So hopefully that means we have some chance of actually arriving at our destination safely. Now, I think it's a good idea to just have a walk through the cabin, stretch your legs. On a long flight like this, you don't want to be sat there the whole time doing nothing. We do have to really appreciate how stunning this cabin is in the game. Look at that. Fly-by-wire have done a fantastic job. This is a free plane that you can get from Fly-by-Wire installer. It is phenomenal. A big group effort of people to make this thing a reality. And on a long flight like this, it would be rude not to go and explore the cabin. Turn around, there we go. Let's open up that door like so. This cabin is actually based off of the Emirates cabin. Absolutely stunning. You can see the sunset from just in there. We go back, we can see the flight deck. I should have shut the door actually, shouldn't I? Hope no one runs in. Anyway, I have spent a lot of time in the Airbus A380. It is a really comfortable plane. If you've never been in an A380 before, I tell you now, it is very comfortable. So this is obviously premium economy. Anyway, let's go down and check out the economy class and see what that looks like. This must be the economy cabin. And you see, like, the most amazing thing about the A380 is how bloody far it stretches into the distance. Wow, look at that. We just got up the stairs. Welcome to first class, guys. Yeah, I am sat in a first class seat here. As you can see, looking around. Looks amazing. This seat is stunning. We're watching one of my other videos. If you haven't seen, please go back, like, subscribe, watch this video. You'll enjoy it. Good stuff. Anyway, let's get out of the seat and let's have a little look around. So we are walking through the first class cabin. Then we get to the business class seats, and they look wow. And here's a picture from when I was sat in one of these, and oh my days, was it lovely. It was just so nice to be sat in the business class in Emirates. And yes, it is a privilege, and I acknowledge that, but it was so much fun. And I can tell you, this has been recreated perfectly. And let's have a look outside the window. That is amazing. This is a flight sim. Don't forget, this is still 2020. So the 2020 is still absolutely legit. Legit indeed. Look at these amazing images. Now I shoot these using the drone cam in Flight Simulator, and Flight Simulator 2020 is still a legit flight sim to use. It is absolutely stunning. Now, my initial flight in 2024 went pretty well, and then I had weeks and weeks of problems. Recently, I've actually figured how to make it work properly, so that's something that will be coming up soon. But don't knock 2020, it still looks stunning. Right then, top of descent. Hello guys, welcome back. We are almost at our top of descent. Fortunately, there's no ATC in Sydney at the moment, which is very frustrating. But that's okay. We'll have to vector ourselves in, be careful not to hit anything on the way down. Now, when it comes to landing prep, the A380 has got a fairly unique feature called brake to vacate. As the name kind of suggests, it's an auto braking system that allows the A380 to essentially automatically modulate the auto braking so that you arrive at a specified exit at the right speed, roughly 10 knots to do your turn off. It's a very nifty system, which makes sense for an aircraft the size of the A380. I mean, manually braking this absolute mammoth airplane must be quite tricky. And then you've got to make sure that you come off at the right exit, because not all taxiways can accommodate this mammoth aircraft. So first thing you got to do is you got to put this into plan in your EFIS, and then you bring this scroll wheel down to zoom, and there you go, the airport's turned up. And that's LAX, so we click Sydney Airport, display airport, zoom in, and that is Sydney there. What you then do is you select the runway you want to land on. So for us, that's 16 right, so we've just selected that, and that's perfect. And then you select the taxiway that you can come off on. So as you can see here, that's the dry line for where we would slow down by in the dry, and that is the wet line. And you never really want to do it before the wet line, so I've been told, but I reckon we can make Alpha 4. So we'll click Alpha 4, and that's going to be our aim when we arrive. And it shows you there the amount of time you get on the runway by coming out of Alpha 4. So 53 seconds runway occupancy time, and the turnaround in terms of if you need to actually turn yourself completely round. And that tells us we're going to be using roughly 3,878 meters. Then you hit brake to vacate, and then you see a little BTV thing come on there, and then you can go back to arc and then come out of there. So that's our brake to vacate sorted.
Very good morning to you, passengers and crew. Your captain speaking. We are nearing the top of descent, meaning that we're going to be heading into Sydney very shortly. This has been a very, very long flight. So if you've appreciated this flight so far, I would love for you guys to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below about where you want me to go, your thoughts about Flight Simulator 2024 and 2020 and the A380 and everything in between. If Sydney is your final destination, we wish you a lovely holiday, but if you're onwards travelling, best of luck, get there safely. Anyway, without further ado, let's get ready to land.
We'll set ourselves initially down to 12,000 feet. Alright, top of descent reach, let's push that in there, and slowly we are making our descent into Sydney Airport. How exciting. It's been a long flight. Hopefully we're going to butter this thing in, because after this long flight I don't want to smash it in, because that's going to be problematic. That's quite the dive, and passengers are going to be having their eardrums pop a little bit. Why are we descending so hard? I don't know. Anyway, this is okay. Alright, let's get the passengers sat down. There's a lot of people on this plane, so let's get seatbelts on and no mobiles from now on. Despite it being a big bird, the A380 is apparently really nice to land because it's got so much ground effect. That's it. It's got a lot of ground effect, meaning that when you come down, it essentially creates a cushion for itself, which it just sits on. Anyway, we're approaching flight level 120. Let's go down to 3,000, which is going to be our ILS intercept height, and then we'll get the landing system on.
Sydney traffic, Qantas 12 Super, 40 miles north of the field, inbound ILS 16 right, Sydney traffic.
Alright, let's get approach mode active and confirm. Going to give ourselves a bit of a hand with some speed brakes, so let's just get the speed brakes out a little bit. Alright, flaps 1.
Sydney traffic, Qantas 12 Super, 15 mile final, runway 16 right, Sydney traffic.
Okay, so localizer is active and we are heading right into the correct runway. We can stow the speed brakes and let's get flaps 1. Flaps 1 speed check. Right slope star, flaps 3, gear down. And then we'll slow down. We are going to arm our speed brakes. We've got brake to vacate on. The gear is down, so we'll get our nose wheel lights to on. There we go. Nose wheel lights are on.
Sydney traffic, Qantas 12 Super, 6 mile final, runway 16 right, Sydney traffic.
Let's get flaps full. Alright, it is very, very gusty. I'm going to take control of the throttle. Auto throttle off, autopilot off. And manual control. We have control. Maybe this was a bad idea, but we'll see. Before landing checklist, ECAM memo, landing no blue. Auto thrust off. Before landing checklist complete. Oh, this thing is gusty. It's very gusty. Oh, you can see the motion system. This thing is moving around. We are still roughly on the glide slope. Oh, let's bring the nose up a bit.
Sydney traffic, Qantas 12 Super, short final, runway 16 right, Sydney traffic.
Oh, man. Oh, the speed is low.
100 above.
Oh, this is not stable. Let's go around.
Minimum.
City traffic, Qantas 12 Super, going missed, city traffic.
Flaps up to 2, gears coming up. We're going to turn to heading 170. Now, I'm not going to lie, after that long air flight, I had to use everything within me to not just slam it into the ground. But I knew that my actual back was on the line, given I'm using a very powerful motion system. Anyway, look, we got ourselves all the way around, and luckily Tower came online, so we had a witness to a good landing.
City Tower, Qantas 12 Super, we've just gone missed, runway 16 right.
Qantas 12 Super, flying current heading, climb and 10, 3000, Monty Unicom 122.8, 22.
Unicom 122.8, cheers, and fly is heading in 3000, Qantas 12 Super.
Alright, let's try that again, shall we?
Qantas 12, runway 16 right, clear land.
Clear to land, runway 16 right, Qantas 12.
Right, landing checklist. ECAP memo, landing no blue, auto thrust, we'll keep that in speed. Before landing checklist complete. Right.
Gusty, but it's a direct headwind, so you shouldn't expect it to cause so many problems. Anyway, let's get a feel for it and disconnect. We have control. Autopilot off, we'll keep auto thrust where it is. More movement. We're seeing 22 knot gust, 23 knot gust. More movements. Gust is just stopped, so I'm gonna just drop out there. Be wind shear. Was it wind shear? No, I was floating last time. Let's bring the nose down. Uh-oh. Okay, perfect.
100 above.
100 above. Now to earn the money.
Minimum.
Landing, continue.
$50, $40,
Shifting to the outside.
20, retard,
Retarding and bringing the throttles back.
5,
Beautiful. Reverses. Reverses, green, and brake to vacate is active. We expect it to stop us for kilo 4, and I can just feel a big stab of deceleration there, and that is kilo 4.
Qantas 12, vacate right on Alpha 4, taxi Alpha, cross 25 to the bay. Yep.
Vacate right Alpha 4, taxi Alpha, cross 25 and to the bay, Qantas 12.
And we've made it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm tired. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below about what you want to see next. Till next time, catch you later.